and 720 AM and 101.5 FM. For our callers, our listeners, if you'd like to call in, we have a number 702-257-5396. And for our Facebook friends, we are broadcasting live on Facebook with the lovely Annette Quebec. So send us some questions over there too. Give us a call. We'll answer some questions about this wonderful program, First Nevada, on STEAM education through robotics competition. Jean, this is a really exciting program. I can't believe the wonderful things I learn every time you're on this show. Tell us some more information about this, and what types of disciplines do the FRC high school robot teams need to develop to succeed with, say, local and regional competitions?
I think the real key thing is they don't need to have anything coming in. They'll learn those disciplines. They'll learn about mechanical, they'll learn about coding, they'll learn about programming the robot. They'll learn how to run. They learn a lot of 21st century skills. The 21st century skills of problem solving, leadership, communication.
Working as a team.
As a team.
Yeah.
It's absolutely critical. So the key thing is when they come out of school, they already have some very marketable skills. And in fact, this year, we're starting a micro certification program so that companies and schools know what these kids already know.
That's just incredible. I said during break, where was this when I was in school? I love this stuff.
I know, I said the same thing.
I'm always building things and fixing things. So what are some of the goals of co-opetition? That's a great word. And graceful professionalism, a couple of phrases you use in your organization. I think that makes a wonderful discussion point.
Well, I think the real key thing is this is more than just robots. It's not just about the robotic competition. We want the kids to develop good core values and know how to work in the 21st century global economy. So gracious professionalism, the best way to say that, it's like you should always act like your grandmother's watching.
I love it.
We tell the kids that they should be gracious and they have to be professional, which means they need to respect each other, respect their thing.
They can compete like hell, but they can be professional.
Co-opetition is actually, we actually trademarked that word. And what it means is that it doesn't do any good to kill your competitors.
Right.
You need to cooperate. You need to build a better community. So co-opetition is just that. If you go to any of our competitions, you'll see kids helping each other, even if they're on competing teams. And if you go to one of our first robotic events, like at Thomas and Mack, you'll hear teams say, hey, I just burned a motors. Anybody got one they can lend me? Who knows how to do this? And everybody jumps in. Because the way the competition works is your partner on this match could be your competition on the next one. And then your partner on the third one. So you want everybody to do well, so we have a dynamic competition.
It seems to me like the robots are actually a red herring.
Yeah.
And
know what?
You're tricking these kids into learning by letting them have fun.
We don't want that out. It's a lot more than robots. And the things like, especially at the younger groups, the Lego, you get Legos, you get kids, their eyes light up. They don't realize all that they're learning. They don't realize they're learning their math, their science. Yeah. They don't realize they're learning how to work with people as teams.
Well, I said the same thing about Legos when I first played with Legos. Where were these when I was a kid? You know, I loved Legos, and now they've got so many different kinds of them. You can build a whole house out of Legos, which I'm giving some thought to.
Plus the Mindstorms actually adds a microprocessor to your Legos, so that's amazing.
Lego actually is a partner with First on these programs, so every year they design and build the games for the First Lego League Junior and the First Lego League. And every year we have a special theme, like the First Lego League Mission Moon kits or the First in Orbit.
Right.
And this year they have a rocket on the thing. Oh, it's a wonderful game this year.
Awesome.
You're going to love it.
Yeah, great.
I can't wait to see this. I wanted to go last year and I missed it, but I do want to see this. It's so exciting.
Well, we have a lot of workshops coming up right now. And then if you want to get your child involved, you need to sign up by the 15th of September.
So give us your contact information.
The best thing to do is to go on to firstnevada.org, which is our website. And if you don't know how to go from there, if you contact us, somebody will contact you in about 48 hours and help you fill out how you do the programs. All the information about the programs is there. The other thing is, I think you introduced me as Jean. If you want to talk to me, just email jean@firstnevada.org, and I'll be glad to personally answer your questions.
Tremendous.
Doesn't get any better than that. And I want to say this more than once during the show, but for those parents who are having concerns about their children going to school or learning or graduating from school, what percentage of kids involved in First Nevada graduate from high school?
The percentage of our first robotic teams,
At
kids,
the high school level.
the high school level that graduate is 100% right now.
That's tremendous.
So there you have it. You want your kids graduating from high school, get involved in First Nevada.
That is so
Also-
impressive.
Yeah, but
So
also,
impressive.
not only do they graduate, they have the opportunity to apply for $80 million, that's right, $80 million worth of scholarship given to just first participants
At that
by
school.
schools all across the country.
So there you have it. If you
Wow.
want them to go on to college too and have that opportunity, this isn't about having money or not having money. This is about having a passion and an interest in learning and using robots as a way to get there.
Yes.
So to understand the whole value of this program and all the different areas of education there is amazing to me. You have the business plan, so you learn about business. You have to go out and source products, so you have to be able to research products and find them and then figure out how to buy them and then raise the money to pay for them and then build it and then compete. This is all great stuff.
Well, like the first Lego League kids, not only do they do the robot, we have a project that they do where they have to design and build. And last year, one of our kids researched and built a prototype. It was hydrodynamics, all about water, on how to bring clean drinking water to a disaster-struck community. And they'd built a prototype and researched all the components. And these are like 6th and 7th graders.
That's so
Beautiful,
advanced for that age.
I am truly impressed when I see what the kids come up with.
Well, it's about opening the doors to their minds and let them
Yes.
know that there are a lot of problems out there. So teaching them how to be a problem solver early in life they see something, and necessity is the mother of invention. So they just need to know that they can be that inventor on any problem that arises.
Well, they actually are better inventors because they don't realize you can't do it. They'll
That's
come
right.
up with ways because they're so creative.
No obstacles in the
Nobody's
brain.
told them, well, don't go down that path because we've tried it and it didn't work. They are so creative. It's amazing.
That's the problem with being an adult.
Yes, we've been there and done that. We
You've
get a little
seen the
stale.
hurdles. You know you think you know your restrictions. I'll never forget watching my grandson at 3 years old running a mouse, playing a game on a computer, sitting on a stack of books this high, and he just playing that. He's 3. I was like, look at this. I didn't know what a mouse was, except for that little gray thing with the tail. So
Yeah, I was laughing about. I have a 2-year-old, and Stan was saying, well, how do they program this robot? These little kids. Well, I was testing one at the house, and my little granddaughter came in, and she looked at what I was doing. She grabbed the tablet, and she started making it move. I thought, it's just intuitive with
It
these
is
kids.
intuitive. How impressive.
Love it.
good stuff. Good stuff. So I want to talk some more about this graceful professionalism and co-opetition. I think that's great that you teach them that it's a community. Another great aspect of this is community support and supporting everyone that's in this game, not just your own team or just your own school. Tell us more about how do you instill this in them? What kind of things do you tell them? Just like play as if your grandmother's watching.
Yeah. Well, we actually say it that way. Because if you don't tell children that they need to be responsible for their actions and live up to the core values, they'll never get there.
And who doesn't want to make their grandmother proud, right?
Exactly.
All right, well, we're going
Exactly.
to talk some more about this in the schools that you're working in when we come back to Shades of Green on KDWN 720 and 101.5.